Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome back to my channel, Sash Reads, and this is another book haul. Okay, so I have, I think, about 20-ish books to show you today. These have been accumulating since the start of September and until the end of October, so about 2 months worth. I think is pretty good. I do have a couple special editions, like subscription box books here, some gifts. I have an ARC, and then just stuff I bought because I wanted to feel something. So let's do this. Let's start with the stuff that I bought. You probably have seen some of these already if you've watched any of my vlogs. I try to film most of my unboxings in a vlog. But I got the first 4 summer books by Elizabeth O'Rourke. So we've got The Summer You Found Me, The Summer I Destroyed You, The Summer I Saved You, and The Summer We Fell. So I've read these 2 before. Really enjoyed them. They're super angsty if you are into that. So when I first saw these books, like these covers, I wasn't really a fan. I'm like, oh, they look too Emily Henry, too Abby Jimenez, when these I feel like are very much more angsty. I've never read Abby Jimenez, but Emily Henry is kind of like women's fiction, where these are more the romance. I have yet to read these 2, but I do really like these covers. So this one, no. This is the one I first read. This is the one. This is the first one I read. And this is kind of like a second chance. It gave me major OC vibes. Yeah, just super angsty. And then this one is neighbors / boss trope. Really enjoyed these 2. And then you've got Summer You Found Me. Oh, this is Marriage in Trouble. Or it might be Second Chance Romance. Well, because it says, I tore out of rehab to win my husband back. He just needs to see that I'm clean, that I'm on my feet again. Oh, I've only got one guy in my corner, Beck, who's my husband's best friend. How angsty does that sound? Oh, I'm so excited for this. And then we've got Emmy and Liam. They're all pretty much small town stories too. What do you call the woman who wants to destroy everything you love, yet the sight of her sets you on fire? Your nemesis or your future wife. Oh, I'm so excited. I pre-ordered The Striker by Anna Wang. So this is the lovely first edition that comes with the foiling and lovely little art print in the cover there. This is her newest romance. It's a sports romance. It focuses on football or soccer and ballet. You would have met Asher Donovan in the past. I think you would have met him first actually in Twisted Hate, because Jules talks about him, but he is a big client of Sloane's in King of Sloth. So you see lots of old characters pop up in here. I have read it already. I picked up Lady of Darkness by Melissa K. Rourke because she is going to Babe in Sydney next year. So I'm very excited to pick up more books from authors going to that event. So this is a fantasy romance. I believe there is vampires in it. I really don't know what it's about. All I know is that everyone's been raving about it, and because it's finally been picked up by a publisher here in Australia anyway. So you've got Scarlett Monroe, who's owned by a ruthless assassin lord, but her and her 2 sisters are the most feared trio on the continent. They're wild, unpredictable, until a tragic night finds Scarlett locked away in a noble's household until she's ready to fall in line. So yes, I've heard lots of good things about this. I'm hoping to pick it up very soon. Actually, I will be picking up this soon. I'm picking this up in November because it's a buddy read with Liv from Endless Pages. I saw this for like $10 on Amazon, so I had to pick it up, and that is Shallow River by H.D. Carlton. I don't know what it's about. All I know is I really enjoyed Does It Hurt by this author, and I have Haunting and Hunting Adeline up there as well. So I want to read more by this author and just see what the hype's about. I really haven't heard much of this one, but I know she's a dark romance author, so this is going to get very dark. I picked up I'm Not Really Here by Gary Longsborough. This is his newest release. It's queer. It's a First Nation author here in Australia. And we do have plus size representation, which is really cool too. We've got 17-year-old Jonah, who arrives in a new town, Patience, with his dad and younger brothers. It feels like a foreign place. A new town means he needs to make new friends, which isn't always easy, especially when he's wrestling with his body image and his memories of his mother. When he joins the local footy team so he can spend more time with his new crush Harley, He feels like he's moving closer to something good, but even though he knows what he wants, it doesn't mean he's ready. So this is an emotionally compelling, honest and warm, beautiful novel about navigating family and friendships and finding a way through grief towards love. From internationally acclaimed best-selling Indigenous author Gary Lonesborough. Another bookish event author, I grabbed The Ruptured Sky by Jessica A. McMinn. This was all around $10 as well. They keep popping sales on these authors, so I just had to pick it up. I really love matte covers so much. So this is a shorty patootie. Oh no, it's not. It's almost 400 pages, but it looks so little. So I believe this is a romantasy. It says Princess Amikalia wants one thing in life, control of her own fate. So on the eve of her wedding, Amika flees her homeland, seeking the truth behind those mysterious magical abilities she'd kept hidden since childhood. So taking up the life of a demon huntress, Amika discovers a madman's prophecy that would have her revive an ancient goddess and destroy the world in the process. How good does that sound? So it's the first installment of the dark fantasy quartet, Gardens of War and Wasteland. So an epic adventure that blurs the lines between good and evil with a diverse cast of morally grey characters, perfect for fans of Anna Stevens, Mark Lawrence and Robin Hobb. Interesting. So not a romantasy, but a dark fantasy. This one I'm very excited to read, and that is Immortal Dark by Tigest Jama. This is an Ethiopian Australian author, and it's about vampires. So if you want more black vampires, this is one you have to pick up. So you've got orphaned heiress Kedan Adain grew up far from the hidden society she was born into, where human bloodlines gain power through vampire companionship. When her sister June disappears, Kedan is convinced a vampire stole her, the very vampire bound to their family. Cruel yet captivating Susenyos Sagard. Ooh, so it looks like it's a bit of a mystery, and I'm excited. I really do love that cover. I think that gold is so pretty. Next we'll have some gifts. So the lovely Jazz from Smart with Jazz sent me Assault to Revive by Opal Rain. This is book 5 in the Dustwalker Bride series. I'm very excited to read it. I haven't even read the first one. I don't think you can see it there. No, you can't. But yeah, I've got the first 4 there. Now I have the 5th one and haven't read any, so that's definitely going to be changing very soon. I need to be more intentional about the books that I own already. I think definitely next year that's going to be a thing on this channel, where I read the books that I already own. I think I say that every year, but I'm going to make it count next year, okay? Watch this space. The lovely Meg from The Lair, she does not have any social media, sent me an Amazon gift card. So I picked up Night Bitch by Rachel Yodler. This is a weird girl book. So this is about a stay-at-home mum who is going crazy staying at home with her toddler, which totally makes sense. She thinks she's turning into a werewolf. So I'm very excited to pick this up. I haven't had the best record with Litfic, so hopefully that'll change with this one. I also got The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. This is a spicy Gilmore Girls-esque book, and yeah, it's perfect for the pumpkin season, which it's not that season right now here in Australia. It's actually spring. I had major FOMO with this book, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Ooh, this is a very exciting arc that I received in the mail, and that is The Queen Thief by Madeline Tavou. Look at how chunky she is. Oh my goodness. So this is the 3rd book in the Soul Thief trilogy. And this is going to end the story between Tilium, that's right, and Paxium. I recently read The Soul Thief, and I really wanted to pick this up before this came out, but this is already out. And I got it in the mail. I was like, oh my god, it's like 700 pages. I think I might die. And I know I will, because Madeline Tavou gives no fucks about your feelings. She will just kill whoever you if you fall in love with someone, she's gonna kill him. Just let you know, okay? So, ooh, yes, that's right. The lovely Ali from All I Do Is Read sent me My Dark Romeo by LJ Shen and Parker S. Huntington. This has been on my wish list for so long, and I'm so glad that I finally have a copy. So this is a sort of like, yeah, dark reimagining of Romeo and Juliet. I don't know why I think it's gonna be like Magnolia Parks, but better. I really did not like Magnolia Parks, but I'm excited for this. The last gift I got is Where the Dark Stands Still by A.B. Poranek. This was sent to me by Amy over at Ducky Reads. So thank you so much, Amy, for this. It was such a lovely surprise. I've heard so many good things about this. I didn't realize it was the same book until recently. But this has a different US cover. But this is like a dark fairy tale sort of book, and I am very excited. Okay, let's get into the special editions. So I was one of the very lucky few that was able to pick up the special edition of The Antihero by Sarah Kate. She did this on her own, no help from publishers. So that is the beautiful dusk jacket, giving me those clinch cover vibes. Beautiful pink metallic sprayed edges. And then that is the back of the dust jacket. We've also got this, oh, I love this naked hardcover so much. And then we've got Adam and Sage on the back there. And we've also got these lovely pink end papers as well. So I was very, very excited then this showed up in the mail, and I'm very excited to have the rest in this series. It also came with some artwork and a bookmark. So that is Adam Good there, and then that's Sage. And this is them in the diner. If you've read the book, you would know that scene. Let me show you that one. And then this one, oh, Sage is a goddess, honestly. Look at her. I got this paperback of Kingmakers Year 1 by Sophie Lark. I believe when it was indie published, it has a different title, but it comes with these blue sprayed edges. So I'm hoping they'll be able to get the rest of the paperbacks with the sprayed edges to match. This is my third Sophie Lark that I own that I haven't read anything by her. So maybe a Sophie Lark vlog will be in your future. I don't know if it's a love triangle or if it's a throuple, because you've got Leo, who has loyalty to his childhood friend Anna. So he follows her into a world where love is a weapon, trust is a casualty, and survival is the only victory that matters. But the greatest danger comes from Dean Yennon, a brat bar heir with a vendetta as cold as his heart. So Dean plans to destroy Leo and take everything holds dear, starting with Anna. Can Leo win back his soulmate, or is Anna lost forever? Oh wow, there's a whole family tree here. That's pretty cool. It says here, welcome to the world of Kingmakers. Think of Kingmakers as your next binge-worthy TV show in book form. Every great show needs a villain. Dean Yennon wants to destroy Leo Gallo and take everything he loves. At the end of the first book, half of you will loathe Dean, but half of you might just love him. Which side will you be on? Whichever you choose, by year 3, everything will change. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a feeling I'm going to love Dean, because I love a villain. Saw this at Big W, and Kale's like, pick it up. I'm like, okay. So I got Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shay Earnshaw. So this is about Sally Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. And this is
Read it.
Not right now, honey. But it's got this beautiful purple, like, cloth-bound cover with the orange foiling. And we've got the orange sprayed edges. And I love those end papers too. So yeah, this is about what happens to Sally after the movie. So this is the, I think it's the September romantasy pick from Bookish and Spice. But I've got Trick by Natalia Justa. So this is the one cover, and it comes with these sprayed edges. A lovely artwork there by Zoe Holland. This is the naked, and that's the back. And then you've got the reverse dust jacket too.
Wow.
This is one I've never actually heard of before. So let's have a look. Do we have a synopsis anywhere? No, we don't. All we've got is, oh no, here. Stay away from the court jester, especially if you're a good little princess. So it looks like it's like a forbidden romance. Kind of giving me Jack and, oh, that chick from Once a Broken Heart. Kind of giving me those vibes. my pre-order of the hardcover of The Ashes and the Starcursed King by Carissa Broadbent came in. This is the one with the sword on the edges there. I've been told this is stenciled edges. Thank you, Jan. Not a sprayed edge. But this is the sequel to Serpent and the Wings of Night, which I recently read, so I'm very excited that I picked this up when I could. This follows the events that happened at the end of the first book. I do want to get to Six Scorched Roses first before I read this, because I heard you'll get spoiled for that book if you read this one. I've got Fairy Loot's October pick here for the Romantasy box, and that is The Coven by Harper L. Woods, and look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, and look at those edges. So this is a witchy book, I believe. I've seen her stuff around, but I have never picked them up. Oh, it's maybe Dark Academia, because you've got a university. I got Long Live Evil by Sarah Reese Brennan. This is the Fairy Loot edition. So you've got that red cover and you've got those edges as well.
Oh.
I absolutely love these end papers so much. I think they're so beautiful. And I think the reverse dust jacket is just the original cover, but in red. And then the naked hardcover actually looks like the book that's in the story, which is called Time of Iron. Oh my god. So this is a book about this girl who's terminally ill, gets thrown into the storybook that her and her sister absolutely loved growing up as kids, but instead of getting thrown in as the hero or a side character, she gets thrown into the storybook as the main villain. So she has to try and stay alive, because I believe the trick is if she gets out of the storybook alive, she doesn't have to die from cancer. I think. Don't quote me on that though. So we got The Half King by Melissa Landers. This is the September Fairy Loot Romantasy, I believe, and I think that's beautiful. These end papers I think is what really sold me on it. I wasn't quite sure because I haven't really heard anything about it, but I think I'm going to keep it and actually give it a go. It's also purple, so I had to say yes. But I think you've got a Shadow King and a second born daughter who band together, I think, to try and save their kingdoms, I think is the gist. And then I also have the Deluxe Hunger Games collection. So these are the 4 Hunger Games books in the special hardcovers. The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Mockingjay, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I have not read this one. So yes, got those 4. I don't know if I'm going to be keeping them yet or if I'm going to be gifting them to someone. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. But yes, those are all the books that I have acquired recently. Let me know down below which ones you think I should pick up first. Thank you so much for watching. If you did get to the end of this video, pop a sword emoji in the comments below for the swords on the edges there. And yeah, don't forget you can like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos by me. You can also add me on Goodreads, Instagram, and Storygraph. It's all just at @sashreads, or it's linked down below. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye!